Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to our Marina Terrace project. We are at, I know I've said we're at like the last leg, but we are down to the last couple of days now. It is Tuesday evening and our clients are moving in on Saturday morning. So we're going through, finishing some of the last minute punch list items, and I'll take you for a quick walkthrough, show you some of the things we've fixed, some of the things we have left to address, and since it's dark outside, we will tell you what we have left to finish on the outside of the home since we can't really show you today. And the chandelier is finished. It was a lot of work and a lot of pieces, but I think it looks really awesome. So let's go take a tour and see what the house looks like. You'll see I started off with a shot of the pot filler because we finally have the light bulbs in on the hood, so I thought it would be kind of a cool shot. So I know we kind of went over the appliances the last time, but one thing I found out after the fact, and I am sold forever on this. One handle operation opens both doors, and if you've ever had built-in ovens, you know how bad it sucks to lean over a flip-down door when it's 400 degrees. I will never put a flip-down door oven in a house again after seeing this. This is awesome. Nothing obstructing you, nothing to run into, and single hand works perfect. Let me know in the comments, would you rather have doors that function like that, or the kind that you pull a single door down and you've got to lean over the whole scalding hot thing to get in and out of the oven? Curious what other people think. So some of the little things we've done that you probably won't notice without calling them out, went through and we installed our heat vents or our heat registers. And one thing we did before we dropped those in is we took a shop vac. We went through, we actually shop vac'd out all of the individual vents and the ductwork and kind of made the bend down and in the flat. That way, any of the little sawdust, sanding dust from the drywall, any miscellaneous, you get that vacuumed out of the vents before you put the covers on. That way it helps reduce some of the dust that's gonna kind of accumulate in the house over the next couple months. I don't care how well you clean, after new construction, there's going to be some dust, more than in an existing house, just because there's so much of it generated during the process. But that's one little thing you can do that doesn't take too terribly long that makes a big difference. I think I spent 20 minutes last night vacuuming out vents. Well worth it in my opinion. So we've got those installed throughout the whole main floor. And you got another one floating around back there. And I say we've got them through the whole main floor because the second story does not have floor registers. Those are all ceiling registers, since all of the ductwork runs in the attic above and then drops down below. One other thing we've done, and mind you, we have not cleaned yet, so you're gonna see some dust and miscellaneous laying around, but we went through and put all the window hardware on. And by all, I mean all that we have. So I learned a very valuable lesson with these windows. So our normal supplier, I don't know if it's our normal supplier who does this or if it's our normal manufacturer of the window. We normally use Anderson windows. And when they ship to our job site, they just ship the window. No hardware, no screens. And what they do for us is at the very end of the project, right when we're wrapping up, they send their truck out and they drop off all of the screens and all of the hardware. That way no screens get damaged during construction and you don't lose any hardware. So I'm missing hardware for 4 windows for the whole house. Cranks, covers, and latches. So I have express shipped them from Marvin, hopefully have them in 2 days so we can wrap them up. But what I did is I took them off of the basement windows, so the whole main living area, the main floor and the second floor all have the window hardware, just in case those don't come in until the beginning of next week. That way all their windows up here function and I can just slap those on. And the other thing they did, and I've got to bring them, when they shipped the windows out here, they also shipped the screens. So as soon as I saw the screens were on site, I took them, brought them back to my storage and put them in storage. That way there was no chance of those getting damaged. What I will do in the future, if we ever use this window line again, or if a vendor sends hardware out, I'm going to do the same thing I did with the screens. I'm going to take that hardware immediately, I'm going to take it off site and put it in storage so it can't get lost or damaged. Now I don't know if we lost the hardware or if just a few windows didn't have the hardware with them when they shipped. Don't know, don't care at this point. All I know is we need a new hardware, get it done, and on the road. So enough about hardware, that's my rant. And you will see that I've got a little sign here. I put this up today. Let's see if people listen. No shoes. The painters put their last coat of poly on the stairs today, so I do not want people walking up and down the stairs with their shoes on. Now I mentioned the chandelier earlier, and if you have not seen this chandelier, go back to one of our previous videos and you will see it hanging just about right there from a scaffolding kind of put together, and I took some video of how many pieces went with it. So go watch that if you haven't. I'll wait. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna carry on. Here is that chandelier all finished. And I can't get upstairs to show it to you. And I'm gonna try and zoom in and see what happens. Like I know how to use this. But look at all of the pieces. There were so many pieces. It took quite a while to put it together, but I think it was well worth it. It looks awesome. Again, favorite front door ever in a house. If there's one thing in this home that has gotten countless compliments, it's that door. There's a lot of stuff in this home that people, either on videos or that have seen the job in person, have just been in love with. Kitchen is the other one. The kitchen is fantastic. Huge space, very airy, very open. And I'm kind of running off on a tangent here, and it's probably because it's late. I'm tired, it's been a long week. But some of the stuff I didn't get a chance to show you for punch list was we go through, and everywhere that we see an issue with paint or something that needs to be touched up, we'll go through and put a little piece of painter's tape on each spot. And that way, we don't have to write a 10-page list for, our painters. We just say, hey, there's blue tape where it needs to be addressed. They came in today, did all of our touch-up work, and I'm gonna take it back to the kitchen for a second. Still waiting on our crown for up there. Reached out for an update today, don't know when it's coming. These are getting changed out tomorrow. I know we've talked about those. One thing that got done today was they did the caulk from the crown to the ceiling. So that is all finished, of course, except for that. Once that comes in, our finished carpenter will install it, and they will also do the caulk. We won't ask our painters to come back out for that. So let's take a quick walk over to the master suite. And one little thing we do have, we have a couple of doorknobs left to put in. I think we have like 3. Other than that, they're all done. And you'll see we've got everything off of the windows, all the plastics off the windows, all the stickers, and it just, if it was daylight, you would see how big of a difference it is. And I can't remember if on the last video we had a mirror, but now we have this big, huge mirror. And I don't know how to hide the camera from the mirror in this one, but it's massive. Hi! I lied, we have a piece of tape left on that window. I missed it. Yeah, I can say I missed it because I had the fun pleasure of peeling everything off of these windows and putting all the hardware on. And we were talking about heat vents or heat registers earlier. We have one left to install. Sorry for the fuzzy, it's that one. We just have to, when they installed the hardwood flooring, they didn't notch that one board. So tomorrow they're gonna notch that board. That'll drop right in. And that will be the last bit of HVAC that we need for completion. We actually received our occupancy permit today. They were just waiting on one last thing from us that we got submitted tonight, and then they sent it over, which was great. So we've got a couple things left to do. Like I mentioned, we have the couple doorknobs to put in. We have to put a couple of the shelves in the cabinets. We have that piece of crown. We have glass coming for the shower, for the door, and for above where the built-in cabinet's at. And we have 2 vent caps to put on the outside. And speaking of the outside, since I can't show you, we have 2 downspouts to finish, and we're moving 2 of the lights on the front of the garage. They were a little bit too low with the fixture they wanted to use, and it kind of blocked the house number. So we had our masons come out, cut a hole to move them up. Our electrician's gonna be here tomorrow to move the electrical boxes up. Then our masons will come back and they will tuck point everything in, and they'll replace the brick for where they were originally mounted and get that wrapped up. And then for spring, when the ground thaws, we have to come back, pour side driveway for it, and do final grade on the project. Other than that, we're pretty much done with our punch list, or we will be pretty much done with our punch list stuff. We just have that one outstanding project that is a little bit of an add-on, and that is this whole area here. And that's what all our materials are here. We have the tiles here. We have 2 slabs of butcher block downstairs. Got the slab of butcher block up here for the mantle. And the stone is being cut tomorrow. And our finish guys, they will be working on it tomorrow afternoon, Thursday and Friday, to try and have it wrapped up for when our clients move in on Saturday morning. So there's a chance there's gonna be a little bit of that left that we won't have complete. My guess would be grout will be the last thing we have to do. And then we just asked our HVAC guys to put a heater in the garage for us. They're gonna try and get that done by the end of Friday. Fingers crossed, not 100% sure they're gonna be able to make it, seeing as it's super short notice. I let them know on Tuesday that we want it Friday. If they pull it off, it'll be amazing. If not, it won't disrupt them in the house. It's something that'll take just a little bit of time, not too long, and we'll get that taken care of. As always, we appreciate you taking the time to go on these tours with us. And if you're liking the series of the process of building a home from start to finish, hit that subscribe button, smash the thumbs up to help us with the YouTube algorithm. And as always, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below and we will do our best to get you an answer. And we will catch you on the next episode, which will be our last episode on the inside of this home, because that will be once it's complete, clean, and done. So we'll see you then.